Hi, welcome to online registration, also known as OLR. I'm here to guide you through the online registration process. Now let's get started. The online registration process minimizes time and travel. Parents and guardians can access the OLR application from any electronic device. This includes computers, phones, or tablets. However, the use of a computer is the best device for completing the application. Rather at work or home, the online application can be completed virtually anywhere at any time. Parents and guardians can receive assistance with the OLR process by contacting an OLR team member, all while remaining socially distant. Online registration is as easy as Step 1, collect all required registration documents. 2, Step 2, create an application and upload documents. Step 3, submit application for processing. When completing the first step of the OLR process, it is important to gather all required documents. The first required document is 2 proofs of residency in the parent's or guardian's name. Acceptable proofs of residency include a lease or mortgage and/or utility bills. Approved utility bills are gas, water, and electricity billed within the last 30 days. An affidavit of residency can be provided for parents and guardians as needed. Next, parents or guardians should obtain evidence of birth. Evidence of birth can be verified by a birth certificate, a passport, an adoption record, or a sworn affidavit of a practicing physician. Parents and guardians are also required to verify the student's Social Security number. This can be verified by providing a copy of the student's Social Security card. Waivers are available for parents and guardians when needed. Additionally, documents from the student's previous school are required. For students in grades 7 through 12, this would include a complete discipline history. For students in grade kindergarten through 8, a report card is required which indicates the student's grade placement. For students grade 9 through 12, a transcript is required. Grade placement will be determined based upon credits earned. Parents are also required to provide identifying information. This includes the parent's government-issued photo ID and guardianship or custody papers as needed. It is also required for parents and guardians to provide current medical documentation on Georgia forms. This includes the Georgia Immunization Form 3231 and the Georgia Hearing, Vision, and Dental Form 3300. Lastly, parents and guardians who received acceptance for students to attend schools through school choice, magnet, or the pre-K program must provide an approval letter. Now that we have collected all of our required documents, let's begin the application. To begin the application, we will go to the Clayton County webpage. That is www.clayton.k12.ga.us. This gives us the opportunity to scroll down to the bottom of the page where we can receive information as it relates to the 2020-2021 new student online registration. By clicking on this link, we will be taken to the Online Registration Central. Here we have a wealth of information as it relates to registration. It provides information from kindergarten registration as it relates to age requirements, pre-kindergarten registration as it relates to curriculum, school location. It discusses required documents for registration, as well as transcript requests, residency verification, the withdrawal process, and many, many more. By selecting any of the icons below, you can receive more information regarding registration. This gives instructions on how to complete the application, while this document provides us with the documents that we need for registration completion.
Anytime we see this blue icon, Register Online Now, we can click that and go to the application. Once in the application, we are allowed the opportunity to select our language. By selecting the language, you are brought to a screen that asks for some parent information. You will enter the parent guardian name, the year that you're trying to register, the email, and you will let us know if your student has attended a Clayton County Public School before. So we're asked to verify that we're not a robot. So once we have done that, we can click the Begin Registration. As you can see, I received a warning sign because this let me know that there are some fields that need to be completed. Anytime you see anything that is yellow in the application, that is an indication that something is missing. So when we see a yellow, we know we have to go back to add that information.
Once we have completed entering identifying information, a link to the application is sent to the email address provided. Select this link and begin the application. After required signatures are received, we are ready to begin our application. In the top right-hand corner of the application, there is an application number. This number will allow our OLR team members access to review the application if assistance is needed. When completing the first pleat of the application, we are entering primary household information. Here, you will enter contact information such as your primary household number and the home address. When entering in your mailing address, you'll begin to see your address appear in the box below. Once your address is available, select it so that it can be placed in your application. The second pleat allows parents and guardians the opportunity to enter their email, mailing address, as well as their home and cell phone numbers. Complete all sections in this pleat by selecting the Next button. The third pleat requires emergency contact information. To complete this section, select the Add New Emergency Contact button. If parents or guardians were previously entered in the application, do not enter them in this pleat. The last pleat is the student pleat. This is where parents and guardians enter all demographic information about the student. Parents and guardians will enter the student's name exactly how it is written on the birth certificate. Additionally, this section provides parents with the opportunity to share students' health concerns, special permission for school attendance, approved pickup lists, as well as consent for activities throughout the school year. This pleat also allows parents the opportunity to upload documents collected in Step 1 by selecting the blue Upload button. Students highlighted in yellow indicates that there is missing required information. To update this information, click on the Edit or Review button next to the student's name. Congratulations, you have made it to the final step, Submit for processing. Once you have verified that you have completed all parts of the application, please select the Submit button. Keep in mind, once the application is submitted, you will no longer have the opportunity to make changes to the application. Upon submission, you will receive an email to confirm that you have submitted your application. An OLR team member can approve your application, indicating that all required information and documents have been received, or deny your application, indicating that it is missing some documents. Additionally, OLR team members can deny applications due to missing discipline history. In the case of missing documentation, OLR team members will include a list of missing documents in the denial letter emailed to parents. If you have any questions or concerns regarding the online registration process, please contact an OLR team member by emailing studentregistration@clayton.k12.ga.us.